I'm Mouse, and I'm out here with the chickens today because I've seen a lot of people posting about not being able to get chickens because they can't afford a coop. And we've all looked at the chicken coops that are sold at your local feed stores, online and whatnot, and they're all super expensive. But you really don't have to pay that much for a coop, you just have to get creative. So I'm going to show you my coop. So the run is just made out of an old dog kennel. It's a conformable kennel. I've actually found them at the thrift stores for about $15. This one I actually recycled from my old coop. The top is covered in hardware cloth. And that I just had lying around my backyard from a previous project. And I used an old painter's canvas for the top. That helps keep the Vegas sun off though. And it also helps to keep the rain off as well. Feeder and water are made from a 5-gallon bucket. I have a video on how I made those that you can watch. And use some old bird dishes for the oyster shells and grit. The girls are going at that. So inside the run I use wood chips, leaves, any yard waste, palm branches, pretty much anything I can get for free. And not only does it help keep the run from being muddy and helps the chicken manure break down, but it also, as the girls turn it up here, they turn that into soil. The front of the coop is a pallet that I got for free off Craigslist. You can see the girls there eating some suet. I have a video on that as well. Sides of the coop are double pallets that I also got for free on Craigslist. This is just some painter's plastic. That helps keep the wind out, but still lets the light in for them. The roof is a piece of plywood I had laying around and some old roofing material. The door is some more roofing material. Some boards from a pallet that I took apart. And some more hardware cloth that I had laying around. The only thing I actually bought for this coop is the hinges for the door. You can see inside the coop. Those roosting bars are just more boards taken off pallets that I got for free. We used to have a recycling program here. We had to sort out your recyclable items into different crates, but now they've gone to putting it in one bin, so I reused the crates and just made nesting boxes out of those. Use old newspaper and the sales ads that I get in the mail as the bedding in there. See, this one I have a wash bin that I used to have in the old coop. So I put it in here so they would recognize that this is where they're supposed to lay, and it seems to be working. I have 7 hens and 7 eggs in there. Here in the coop I also use the wood chips and yard waste as the floor. Again, they poop into it. It dries up the poop. Hi. Hi, I know you're not trying to nest because you have 7 eggs already. Anyways, they poop in it, they till it up. It all just breaks down into great soil that I can then use in my vegetable garden. The other side here is just another pre-pellet. I covered it with some more of this roofing material I had laying around. I still need to finish the top here. And then basically just using that as the latch, which I also had laying around. If you don't have material laying around that you can use, you can always check on Craigslist, Recycle. Yeah, there's a lot of different websites for people trying to get rid of stuff that they don't want. And also you look around, see what you have, think outside of the box. So you could use a old child's playhouse, cover the windows with the hardware cloth, and you have a chicken coop. If you don't have painter's canvas or something like that to use for the roof, or painter's plastic for the sides, you go to the thrift store, pick up some old sheets or blankets. You can use those. You can also oil those down to make them water resistant. You know, the term oilcloth actually comes from cloth that was oiled. It didn't used to be that plastic stuff we get in the stores now. You pretty much just check around, see what you have. Check with friends, family, check online, see what you can get at low cost or no cost. A lot of times people are trying to get rid of stuff that they don't want, and might as well use it.